said you started out actually living in a camp for Vietnamese refugees.
Yes, so my mother and I, what we called, I guess, boat people. Well, she took me when I was very little, and we escaped from Vietnam in a boat. We spent 7 days at sea, and then arrived in a refugee camp in Hong Kong, where we lived for 3 years before we were resettled to Australia under the humanitarian resettlement program with the Australian government at the time. So it's just incredible we arrived at the camp 5 days before the camp closed. Later on, after I graduated from law school, I came back to the Philippines to help refugees who arrived at the camps 5 days after, and they, remained in the refugee camps for 20 years thereafter. So it's just, you, we were extremely lucky, and you have to really do something about that gift that has been given. Um, I am a big firm believer in living an extraordinary life. I think we have one life to live, and if you wake up every morning and you don't think that everything that you're doing right now is extraordinary, then you need to be doing something else. I always think, if you know that you have 2 weeks to live, will you continue to do what you're doing right now? And for me, my answer is yes. I would continue to do everything that I'm doing as it is, even with 2 weeks left. So I think that's really important, because we don't know how much time we have. It's so finite, and um, it and sometimes you make these decisions and you don't know where it's going to lead you. Certainly my decision to leave the law firm to go volunteer in the Philippines resulted in moving to America for a job, which then resulted in winning a talent contest that now gives me celebrity status with a very certain population, the overseas Vietnamese diaspora. And so that all of that is, had I stayed at the law firm, none of that would have happened. So I'm a big believer in you know living an extraordinary life.